Hi everyone, welcome to Adulting with Dion, where we try to clear some doubts about adulting. Get a drink, take a seat, and let's begin. Today, let's talk about becoming Dion. It's a little bit narcissistic, but I guess I have to provide some context to who I am, since I don't think a lot of people know me yet or know what I've done in my life. So I just want to provide some context and give you some backstory. Yeah, and with that, hi everyone. My name is Dion. I'm more commonly known as a former cabin crew, and also I am a local TikToker that is doing more of like lifestyle content. So like a content creator as well. Yeah. So I'm starting this new podcast called Adulting. It revolves around the topic of adulting, and the podcast is actually spelled as Adoubting. Yeah, so that's a wordplay on the word doubt. So we're trying to clear some doubts about adulting. And for season one, so I'm planning to have more than one seasons, at least two. So the first season will be experiences I have becoming an adult. They are very specific topics. So topics such as becoming a cabin crew or pursuing a part-time degree while I'm studying, army, or starting a small business. So topics like that. Yeah. And let's begin. Okay. So I am Dion Ong Dean. That's my full name. My Mandarin name is Wang Ten. Actually, I don't really like my Chinese name, but whatever. Wang Ten. It doesn't really have any meaning to it, but if I were to put a meaning to my name, Wang means like prince or king or some royal status, I guess. And Ten is like climbing or ascending, so or appearing, So like to go up the mountain, you would say Ten Shan, or if you appear on a newspaper, you will say 登报纸, 登在报纸上, something like that. And I'm currently aged 27. Yes, I'm born in the year of the rat, so that is 1996. And for the astrologies out there, I was born in August, so that makes me a Leo. Don't ask me my rising or my moon. I don't remember. I can go and find out if you guys want to know. I am currently pursuing a part-time bachelor's degree in communications at Singapore University of Social Sciences. And on top of that, I also own a online business selling sterling silver jewelries and natural crystal accessories under the business Delicate Ornaments. And of course, I am a freelance content creator focusing on lifestyle, beauty, skincare, and travel content. And my main platforms are TikTok and Lemonade. But I do use like Instagram and YouTube as well. I'm trying to expand on that. Whatever I've mentioned or I will be mentioning will come up as a main episode, like the small business, cabin crew, part-time studying. So you guys can ask me any questions that you guys have after listening to what I have to say, I guess. Yeah. It may seem like I'm doing a lot of things, but trust me, it's quite flexible in terms of running a business or doing a part-time studies and also doing content creation. Yeah. And the small business of mine, I'm actually running it with my sister. So it's like a partnership. Yeah. But I own the brand. Yeah. Talking about my sister, I come from a rather big family. Well, at least in local context. Yeah. I have 3 siblings, and one of which is my twin brother. So yeah, I'm part of a twins. Yeah. And so there are 6 of us in my immediate family. So 2 elder sisters, one younger brother, and my parents. Yes. And to like branch out, right? My father actually has like 8 siblings, and my mom has like 9 siblings. So like it's a big family, like in terms of cousins, uncle, aunties. Yeah. So like I always love going for like Chinese New Year gatherings or like birthdays and stuff. I'm currently staying with my second sister and my brother-in-law. So I moved in with them, I think in like August of 2022. There's no family drama or no tea or whatever. It's just that the house got a little bit cramped for like 6 adults. And when my sister moved out with the husband, they offered me to stay with them, like this room. I'm moving in with them. Yeah. So yeah. I would say that I come from like a middle income family. We did struggle a little bit when we were young, but I guess now that we're all adults, I think we are very comfortable. But for most part of my childhood, I actually stayed in West Coast, Clementi. I attended primary school there. I attended Chifa Primary School, and then went on to Clementi Woods Secondary School, which is all in Clementi. Yeah, but Clementi Woods Secondary School has since closed down. They have merged with Tangling, if I'm not wrong. And after secondary school, I went to Singapore Polytechnic to pursue a diploma in tourism and resort management. And I actually did an internship at Singapore Zoo for 6 months for my diploma. And my NS letter actually came right after I graduate. I didn't have time to go for like graduation trips, like overseas. And surprisingly or not, I am actually an officer. I was a dual vocational officer, so I was a signal officer in the armor formation. So yeah, like dual. But then the thing is, I have been posted to like guards, like since for like reservice, which is damn bizarre. I'm not super fit, so I don't know why am I in guards. But anyways, that's another story for another day. I did enjoy most part of my national service, contrary to like what other people have experienced. I actually did had a good time in my NS. I wasn't a very like chongsua kind of soldier. I just did my very best, I guess. You guys can like stay tuned to like episode 7. I have a episode talking about national service. I actually joined Singapore Airlines right after I ORD. I went for the interview before I ORD. So while I was still in service, I went for the interview. I managed to pass the first round, and I'm guessing like most of the viewers or most of my followers actually know me from being a cabin crew. And also, if you are here for like tips and tricks or hacks for being a cabin crew or surviving training, you're at the right place. Yeah, I'll talk more about it on the next episode. Actually, you can go and check it out. This episode is just an introduction to what I did in life or who I am as a person. Yeah, so it's like gonna be kind of boring and kind of dry if you're not interested in me per se. Yeah, so it's not really about the topic, it's more about me. I don't know how to do this, but like this is what I have planned in this podcast. So this podcast has like 12 episodes. Is it 12 episodes? Yeah, 12 episodes. I have a season 2 that is already planned out. So actually this podcast, right, I planned this podcast like in 2021, and then I haven't planned like guest speakers and like friends who will come on board and talk about this. But I guess the first season will be just me talking. I'm not sure if this will kick off, but hopefully it does, so that I can have like a little side passion project kind of thing. Yeah. Yes. So I actually want to say that I recently resigned for cabin crew from being a cabin crew, but then I realized that it's been 8 months. So I cannot say recently because I've been unemployed for 8 months. Yeah, I've been self-employed for 8 months. So yeah, I resigned last year in August due to like several reasons. If you have read my Lemonade post on it, you should know. Or follow my TikTok, yeah. But if you're not, you should be following me on both Lemonade and TikTok. Okay, go and follow me now. So a quick rundown for my SQ journey. I went through like training for 3 months and flew for 6 months before COVID hit. And like COVID hit at the start of 2020. That lasted for around 2 years. But actually slowly I got back to flying, but then it was like COVID flights, so like very little passengers were on board. So things were like pretty relaxed and not as they were pre-COVID. Before I could go back full-time flying, I actually went to join a corporate office, SQ corporate office, as a special duties cabin crew. It's a 1-year temporary contract where cabin crew can opt to come down to the office to help out with office job. TLDR, I work full-time in office in the cabin crew division while flying once per month to maintain the flying license. Like I said, that was a 1-year tenure. So I went back flying full-time again in April of 2023. Yeah, 2023. What is 2023? Whatever. Since I resigned, I went on a solo trip worldwide. I've been to Thailand, Malaysia. I also brought my parents and my twin brother, my cousin, my auntie to Europe. I went to Mongolia. So I've been traveling around for like 4 months, and then I also started content creation, like officially, going for events, accepting offers for collaborations and accepting deals. Yeah. And also, I'm very excited. I'm actually finishing my degree this year. Today I just submitted my essay, my final 2 essays. So after my exam, which will be happening next week, I haven't officially graduated because I'll be going for like summer school. I have decided to go for a Korea summer school program this July. So let me explain. I'm left with 5 credit units to graduate, and these 5 credit units is just equivalent to one course, one module. And if I don't go for this summer program, I would have to go for 1 more semester of school, normal school, which is like another 6 months before I can graduate. But if I go to Korea for just 1 month and clear these 5 credit units, I can graduate this year within 1 month, or like unofficially, And yeah, so we are all caught up to what I'm doing now. It's a rather short episode, I guess. Getting into the season proper, I will be covering like topics that are related to adulting, but then that are related to me. Yeah, because I don't have any friends or guest speakers on my podcast for the first season. I don't plan to have any. So I plan to invite my friends and guest speakers for season 2, where we will talk more about more general topics, like your first times, your financial management, your jobs and careers and things like that. So for me, right, the feeling of adulting or the need to be an adult didn't really kick in once I like turned 21 or once I start flying. It actually kicked in like 2 years after working full-time. So like 2 years after working full-time, that's around like 2021 when I am like 24 or 25. Yeah, that's when COVID happened. Yeah, because that's when I have to start paying my parents, like not paying lah, but giving them monthly allowance, because I do have a monthly income, so I want to give back to them, support them a little bit. And then also that's when I moved out of the house, and then I have to do like house chores, I have to do grocery shopping, I have to like do my own stuff, yeah. And also that's when I have to file taxes, which I have no idea how to file taxes. These are things that they should have taught in school, but no. And so yeah, I'm trying to say that adulting is not a sudden realization kind of thing, but more of a process. So what defines adulting? To me, it is when you take up like financial responsibility or other forms of responsibilities that are more independent, I'd say. Yeah. Some examples of such responsibilities are building a career, building a family, or taking care of your family, and also planning your future. Anyways, I'll be filming episode 2 together and then also posting them together, because episode 2 will be about becoming a world-class cabin crew. Ding, ding, ding. This is to prepare people who want to go into being a cabin crew, because they are having a walk-in interview soon. So I'm trying to prepare people for that. Yeah. So what are your doubts about adulting? Please drop your questions in the comment box below, or you can DM me at Dion. That's DIONGDION. and we might answer them in the upcoming episodes. Please DM me or please leave encouraging comments. I don't know whether I can do this, but I will need your support. Thank you so much. If you're listening to this on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, please give me a good rating. But if you're watching this on YouTube, hi, you're seeing me on screen. I am in my room, my bedroom. Thank you so much for watching. I shall catch you on the next episode. Bye. Talking about my sister, I actually come from a very big family, or considerably talking about my sister, I come from a rather big family. Like for Singapore context, talking about my sister, I came